That's Maureen with Landis Properties, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes and answer some questions about home buying specifically, because I've talked to some people recently who are feeling a little bit discouraged and feeling like they're not going to be able to buy a home, or they don't know where to start, or they're disorganized. So I just wanted to give a couple of words of advice, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer them, and you can always reach out and I can give you even more information. But just a few things. What I would say to encourage you, if you're feeling like you're just priced out of the market right now, I guess in general for everyone, just take the first step. If you reach out to a realtor, the reason I would say reach out to a realtor first is because I'm thinking of sorry, loud car going by. I'm thinking of myself and most of the realtors that I know have lender connections or partners, or at least referrals. And it's their job to help you with the financing side of things. And they have different programs they might know about. They can help you repair your credit, figure out how to best allocate your funds and make it work so that you can afford to buy a home. And then it's our job to help you actually find the home. But I just say take the first step, because it's kind of like with anything finances related, you'll hear people say, like, you have to look at it. It's like when you have, like if you cut yourself and you have a Band-Aid and you don't want to take the Band-Aid off because you are like afraid of how bad it's going to be. But you won't know if you don't start. So it doesn't have to be me, but if you want to work with me, reach out. And some people reach out and they don't buy a home for another 2 years, and that's okay. But so I would say that's the first thing, is take the first step. And then for people who are feeling like, there's some people who are like started the home search process and they're feeling kind of disorganized. I'll give you two avenues if you're going to work without a realtor or with a realtor. If you're going to work with a realtor, that's easy. Just like if it's me or whoever you're working with, we can set you up on a personalized home search that has like all the criteria, and then homes just get sent to you before they hit Zillow or anywhere like that. So if things are going fast, you can look at it before other people, and easy peasy. But if for whatever reason you're not working with a realtor, I would say be really clear about what you're looking before you go out looking, because it's just going to be overwhelming. And then once you're in the middle of the process, you're like, oh, we saw this condo over here, but then we saw this townhouse 25 minutes over, but this one has an HOA, but this one's near the better school. And so I would just have your non-negotiables. Like usually with people, it's the price, it's the size. Sometimes it's the house type, like maybe you have a bad memory with like condos, so you don't ever want to live in a condo. It could be like you will not live with an HOA, something like that. Hi everybody. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'm just answering a couple things about home buying and some things that have come up recently. So yeah, I would say have your definite vision of what you want, and then make a spreadsheet or just like a list if you're a paper pencil person. I'm in Northern Virginia. My real estate brokerage is in the US, but my brokerage is actually international. So if you're wanting to buy in another country or another state, I can hook you up and refer you with someone in my brokerage. Yeah, so we're near Washington, D.C. There's a lot of nature where we live too. Nature viber, cool. Where are you guys from? If anybody is here watching, if you put in the chat where you're from, that would be cool. And if you have any questions about home buying, you can drop them down below, and if I see them, I'll answer them. But I was just saying, my number one advice for people feeling discouraged or priced out. Oh, Indian Nights. There's actually a lot of people in the community here in Northern Virginia who are also from India. So I was saying, if you're feeling discouraged, I was saying take the first step, because you won't know until you ask, and it might be easier than I have heard of Uzbekistan, yes. The Netherlands, I've never been there. That's awesome. I would like to go. I'm wondering, I don't know about the housing market there. I'll have to look into it. So yeah, I was saying be really clear, and then if you do decide, or I'm sorry, getting distracted. For the second part, if you're looking on your own, I was saying be really clear on your must-haves and your non-negotiables. And then if you are working with a real estate agent, they can just set it up for you so it's automatic. And the first step I was saying is just take the first step, because it might be easier than you think. I know I'm hearing from a lot of people right now that it's difficult and they feel like they're priced out and it's not going to happen. So those were really the only two things I was going to answer. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm going to try to go live more often. If you guys have any things that you'd like me to talk about, I would love it if you put it in the comments, and then I can make sure I address it next time. And here in Northern Virginia, it's about 1:40 p.m. It's almost 90 degrees. So I hope everyone has an awesome rest of your day wherever you are. All right, I will catch you guys later, and I hope to see you again.